Morning, everyone. I'm Veera Fadajanya. Today is 6th February 2022 at 10:34 a.m. We'll be reviewing the stock market. Apart from that, we'll see an in-depth review of the banking sector. A disclaimer that this information I'm giving you is to make you educated on the stock market point of view. I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. Whatever decisions you take about buying, adding, exit of any stocks, please consult your financial advisor. I'm not responsible or we are not liable for any kind of gains or losses made by you. The only objective of this course is to spread financial literacy. When I'm referring to any stocks, I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm just giving you the position of that particular stock. First, we'll see the Nifty, and then we'll see today the banking sector in depth. Something which we do regularly at fundamental analysis and the technical. I will show you that. I will show you the tool also. It's not that I am trying to hide anything. I want to be open. So first let us see the Nifty. I'll just remove this and I will come back. If you remove the previous markings and all, let us look at fresh. This is the Nifty on the day chart. See here, in this last 5 days, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday and Monday, this was the kind of curve. Monday, one day before the budget, it was a smaller candle, a gravestone doji kind of candle, little body is there. Then this is a long leg candle, a hammer kind of candle. Then a short body candle. The wicks are very small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we cannot see any charts. We
But,
just see disclaimer.
okay, I'll just I'll just see.
Yeah.
I'll once again do it. Now you're able to see?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. The Zoom में मैंने किया तो था लेकिन कुछ. Okay. I'll repeat once again. See, this is my Nifty 50. It is coming down, but it took a U-turn on 25th of Jan and slowly it started moving up. Now this is the kind of behavior you will expect during the whole year. Nifty will keep on moving in this range. The highest is around 18,600 levels, which was somewhere earlier here. This is the 18,600 levels. Exactly, it was 18,604. From that, it has come down, it has gone up, it has come down, it has gone up. Once again, it is coming down. This is the kind of range movement you'll see Nifty for nearly. I am expecting this. This is my expectations. I'm not sure about it. Nobody can be sure about it, but expect this for another 2-3 months minimum. And this is the range in which we will be doing our buy and sell. And last 5 days, if you see this is Monday. Monday, a small gravestone doji kind of candle. We'll be seeing the candles later. Then Tuesday, a hammer, long-legged candle. You can see the weak, a shadow, very big shadow. Wednesday, a small body green candle. Thursday, a very large red body candle, means it really fell badly. And Friday, once again, a small candle. Now, if you see this particular trend, where it can go further and how bad it can go. Now, if you see, Let us take the weekly chart. The weekly chart will be more stronger and it can give you a better answer. See here. First, let us see the how low it can fall. So from here it can come to this levels. Okay. The recent high is this. I've decided that 2 times in a month I'll take one sector review so that you get an idea. And today's in-depth review will make you understand how much you can do for your own selves in the future. And there another, your debit other group, wherever it is. Now this is the high levels it can go. This is the support it is finding. On the monthly chart, I have a support zone, which is nothing but the resistance level, somewhere here. So now this is the support level, this is the demand level, resistance and support. So what is the range? The Nifty currently is in this range. It has just entered the resistance. You can see here, the supply zone is formed. This is the demand zone. The red one is the resistance level. The green one is the buy level. Okay, which is also called as the demand zone or the support. If you see, there is one more supply zone here, which is your resistance level. Nifty is already, it has gone in and it has come out of it. So you expect Nifty to move in this range. Expect Nifty to move in this range. Let us see the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty started from here. It went up. It came down. You can see our demand zone. It exactly took the support in the demand zone and started moving up. These zones are very important, and we are not just giving some figures. These are very important for you to define. See here, if at all it is going to come down, it will come down up to these levels. Okay. So this is the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. To see some other sectors, this is the private bank. This week, private bank was more weaker compared to the PSU banks. PSU banks were stronger. The metal sector was once again started coming up. We are seeing the weekly chart, one candle for the week. The metal sector has once again started moving, but this will actually move sometime 2 or 3 months later, because the government has announced the infra gati plan ke liye good amount of allocation has happened in the budget, but to get it materialized, realized, it will take at least 2 to 3 months. Infra sector as well as the metal and your cement sector to move. But we are seeing some movements already, because what we say, the price always discount the future kind of happenings. So we see the metal sector moving little bit, cement sector is also moving. There is no separate index for the cement sector, which I can show you. The auto has started moving, but auto is not so strong. Please understand, auto is like realty. Expectations are many, but currently it is not strong. In fact, if you see all the major auto companies, including Eicher Motor, Escorts, Maruti is the only one which is moving because of the good business. Even Tata Motors is down and it is not done well, even now. Expectations are very high on the EV front. So you realize this kind of thing is happening. So auto will keep on moving up and down. Some of the ancillary auto stocks also start moving up. FMCG is still down. FMCG is still down and it will remain down because now what is happening, all the companies are trying to increase their prices because the crude oil and the commodity prices are increased so much that the margins and the net profits of the companies are in trouble. So Britannia has already announced, Hindustan Unilever gave some idea that they are facing margin problems and all. The rural demand is less. ITC results were just recently. Okay, ITC is trying to move up this week. I'm having a kind of, I'm indecisive whether to buy, I mean not to buy basically, whether to hold or sell. I have a feeling that I will sell off some partially because holding is not helping at all. Holding is not helping at all because I'm holding since more than 6 months, 7 months to just wait for ITC to move. Okay, so it is like a opportunity है थोड़ा निकाल देंगे partly. Media is not so good, even though streaming medias are doing well, but otherwise it is not so good. The reason being COVID once again. Okay. Realty, yeah, this particular sector was making a lot of noise about 10, 12 weeks back, about 3 weeks, 3 months back. But once again, it has come to its proper position. And if you remember, I used to tell you that Godrej Property was a stock which was moving up for some reasons I don't know what was, except it was a brand name basically, but fundamental. But unfortunately, they made some decision on DB Realty acquiring some position, and then they reversed that. But on Friday, the stock got a beating. So, if you want to think that 3 months, 6 months hence, I will have a good position in Godrej Properties, it is a good price to buy. But I still feel it is fundamentally not so strong. Okay, the other good ones are not good. Okay. Nowadays, because the business is not so much, you can see the stock has started falling down and is coming to its demand zone levels. So if you are looking at the sector levels where you can enter realty, you can enter at 434, 435 levels. Currently, it is at 473 levels. Shobha, Prestige Estates, IB Real Estate, India Bulls Real Estate, not the housing finance, the real estate, because now they are tied up with another company. I believe it is NK. Pharma, not so good. In fact, it is going down once again. There is a support zone which has been created here. This DZ should be green color, not red color. I'm not allowed to change. I don't know why. Okay. Then we have the infra. Once again, the infra is this is over. Validity of this period is not proper. So here you can see the pharma sector. This is the support level it will come. This is the range it will move here. Then infra, as per the Gati Shakti plan and the allocations 34% increase from 25% to 34%. It's a good kind of allocation. It is a futuristic budget where capital expenditure will increase. If the government does X amount, the private sector will do 2x, 3x amount. So expect capital expenditure, infra, metal, cements to be doing well. Okay, that is what is the expectation. Real estate will be okay, depending, because the problem is there is a problem between the demand and the supply. Supply is there, but completion of flats is not completed. Most of the flats are halfway through. Okay, and the other problem is the demand is not so much high. The only demand you can see is at the lower level, which is the Awas, Pradhan Mantri Awas home kind of that Yojana, housing Yojana. उसमें डिमांड है, लेकिन the current middle income group, they have a lot of financial problems. So since the MSME are in trouble, you find that this kind of businesses are not able to afford housing and all. So most of the time people keep on putting off the decision of buying anything. So infra, even though you may find it very positive in the news and all, but it will take some 2-3 months before it is actually the stocks start moving up and all. Energy is going up, but this week our oil and gas was down, so we can see this is down. Okay, now let me show you the other part which I wanted to show you today is the banking sector. After doing the banking sector, I will take up some of your stocks. See here, I will first show you that I have done this using a tool which is called as Trendline. I am subscription to many of this, so I'm using them, and I'm showing you how to. So enter Nifty Bank here. And I get my Nifty Bank. So this is the Nifty Bank overview. The PE of the Nifty Bank is price to earnings per share 2.69.
वालेकुम सलाम मियाँ किधर है?
Please keep your so Nifty Bank, anything above 10 is good. Anything above 30 is not so good. I'm talking of the PE. The price to book value is around 2.87. The dividend is this. Earnings per share is good. So if you see this market capitalization, that is the price of this divided by this particular earnings per share will give me around this PE value. The day chart mein, on the day basis, last day mein minus 220 was the position, that is 0.57% down. In the week, in the month, in the quarter, in the year. So if you see in the half year, sorry, Nifty has grown by Nifty Bank has grown by 7.66%. And in a year's time, it has gone by 9.75%. Now these are the graphs. This is the price graph. Okay. This is the starting of last year, 1 year price. I'm showing you 1 year. In this 1 year, the price chart has moved like this. So 38,789 and our peak was something 41,192. The volume is okay, not so good. The volume over here was good, यहाँ थोड़ा वापस increase हुआ, लेकिन in between it was very poor. So this is my price movement across the year. I cannot show you all periods because it is going to take a lot of time. PE, price to earnings per share. The blue is the price and the red one is the earnings per share. What does it mean? It means that the Nifty Bank is moving much faster compared to the PE. That means the stocks are at a good PE level. You can, valuation point of view, it is quite good. Earnings per share, you can see this, it was low a year. You able to hear me, no? Clearly? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. The earnings per share, you can see this pink line. It went above the price. Here the price up very high. That was in November 21. Now it is once again flat. You can see this period from November till now, except the last Feb month, Jan and Feb, थोड़ा ऊपर है. So earnings per share was little down, flat था rather. थोड़ा increase हुआ, वापस flat हुआ. Okay. Price to book, one of the valuation stock. You can see the blue one is above and the book price is low. Means the once again the bank stocks are available at quite a decent price. This is the dividend. This is the dividend. The dividend is much more than the price. You can see here the dividend levels were quite high. Now, I want you to see some of the, I have prepared something so that you can move a little faster. So here is, I am looking at the some 7-8 stocks of the banking industry. The overview of this is like this. The Kotak Bank has gone down. The HDFC gone up, gone down. Currently it is here. AU Small Finance Bank. This is the 3 months price chart. IndusInd Bank down. ICICI Bank relatively positive. Axis Bank positive. State Bank of India positive. This is the price charts. The market cap is also good. But some of the places where it has gone down is, you can see here, the red ones are down. So Kotak Bank is not doing well. Okay. You can know from the stocks also. HDFC Bank, okay. AU Small Finance, recently doing quite well. IndusInd Bank, once again, flat and negative. ICICI Bank, positive. Axis Bank, positive. And State Bank of India, positive. This particular bar keeps on coming in the way. State Bank of India, positive.
Viraf, any reason why this IndusInd is getting so badly affected? I
I
understand
will
because
show
of
you
banking.
the further, the fundamentals are coming. You will be able to see that from there very clearly.
Okay.
Just give me about 15 minutes, we'll be able to see. We'll today do only banking industry because it will take a good amount of time. See the quarterly results. This is my revenue this quarter. Growth of year on year. See, 1 year ago, this was the value. Today, it is this value. So, what is the growth? 4%. HDFC, 8%. AU Small Finance, 18%. IndusInd Bank, only 6.85%. Around 10% is a good, 9% is good. ICICI, 9. Axis, 12. State Bank of India, 4. So the sales revenue point of view, even State Bank of India was poor. But State Bank of India, other parameters are good. Now you can see the profits. Even though the growth was less, but the net profit is much high, year on year basis. HDFC Bank, much high. AU Small Finance, low. IndusInd Bank, positive. So compared to this, this is much positive. This is the date, okay, this is the current quarter results. ICICI Bank, very good, okay, but lowest amongst them, you can see this was poor. Axis Bank, sometimes these numbers can also be misleading because last year ka tumhara base kam hoga na, so immediately you will find a good amount of growth. See the base last year was very bad, 1317. So uske par wo 200% ho gaya. But next year they will not find this much same amount of growth. Okay. State Bank of India, reasonable, from 6257 in 22 10340. This was 1 year ago net profit figures. This is current year net profit figures. Let us see the growth and the quality of the stocks. So revenue was growing by this much year on year, quarter phases year on year. Profit was this much. Revenue quarter on quarter growth is this. Net profit quarter on quarter growth is this. So if you see this goes, this was low for IndusInd Bank. This is low. Wherever it is negative is bad only. ICICI Bank comparatively good, but still if you see net profit was negative. Now when you see this particular score, Piotrowski score, it is on 9 parameters. अभी मैं fundamental नहीं सिखा रहा हूँ, but when I'll do that, I'll be showing you this. If a score above 5 or 6 is good enough, but below 5, it's not so good. So 5 or 6 up minimum चाहिए 9 के ऊपर. And here Graham number, this number is very high. It is nothing but a number which is PB into price to book value into your PE value. So this is quite a decent value, and the higher the score, the better. IndusInd Bank was good, but maybe the momentum is not there. Let us see the valuation of the stock. PE, price to earnings per share. TTM means trailing 12 months. So in the last 12 months, the PE value of is the highest for AU Small Bank. Means this share is very costly compared to the earnings. IndusInd Bank is very low comparatively. Okay, but the quality is yellow. So on the quality, if you see HDFC is good, ICICI is good, Axis is relatively good. Okay. State Bank of India is comparatively very low price. ICICI Bank comparatively high price. Kotak Mahindra always it was high. Now price to book value also you can see very high. The price is in the numerator, book value of the company is in the denominator, and you can find this very high. Okay. PEG. PEG is nothing but my PE, price equity, price to earning per share divided by the growth of the. So PEG normally should be around 1 or 2, maximum 3. In some of the poor fundamental stocks, you will find 3 also. But the Kotak Mahindra is much high. HDFC relatively better. AU very good, small hai, minus hai. IndusInd Bank also PEG is very good. ICICI Bank 0.42, less than 1 is good. So except Kotak Mahindra, the PEG values are good. This is the market cap. That is the number of shares outstanding into the current price levels. Income. Operating revenue, last 12 months. Operating profit, earning before interest, depreciation and tax, last 12 months. Net profit and EPS. EPS gives me a good amount of idea. So HDFC Bank EPS is good, 65. This is IndusInd Bank EPS is good. So even though fundamentals are not very bad, still the momentum is not there, but overall quality is still as a low for IndusInd Bank. Axis Bank, what is ICICI 33, State Bank of India 36, AU Small Bank 30. Some of the key financial ratios. This will tell me why it is not so good or why it is good. Operating profit, last 12-month margins are Kotak Mahindra is quite low, negative. You can see that negative. HDFC positive 27. Anything around 25, 30 is good. ICICI Bank operating profit margin was negative. Means revenue से ज़्यादा expense था. Okay, divided by the sales. Axis Bank, State Bank was also negative. Return on equity, this is good. ICICI Bank is good. Baaki sab down hai. And normally 15 and above is good. HDFC is also good. Return on assets, not a very good picture. Most of the banks. So non-performing assets will be quite good for most of the banks. not quite good, it is quite bad basically. NPAs are bad. But still the ROAs are not so good, but they are not negative. Return on capital employed, you can see this is good. A small bank. IndusInd is good. ICICI is low. This figure is not available. Long-term debt. Around debt to equity ratio 1:1 is okay. So if it is around 1 or less than 1, it is good. This is good, very good rather. This is good. थोड़ा bad है, थोड़ा ज़्यादा bad है. IndusInd Bank, maybe it is having more debts. That is one of the reasons IndusInd Bank is coming low. Somebody is having this on, please mute करके रखिए ना please. Axis Bank also it is high. So one of the reasons must be the debt levels is high in AU Bank also, in IndusInd Bank also, Axis Bank also, State Bank of India also. So State Bank of India is party to banks like Yes Bank a lot. Definitely the cost the bank has to bear it. The cash flows. Let us see the cash flows. This is the financing cash flow, the first figure. Financing means your loans, your debts, all those kind of things. Investing means a lot of investing in your other instruments like FDs in other banks, bonds, everything. Operating earnings is here. So Kotak in Mahindra Bank operating cash flow was very, very poor. If you see this plus this and you remove this, you will get a negative figure. So that is the reason you find Kotak Bank not moving so much. HDFC Bank is the dark horse. It does not move much, but I believe it is turning around. Even though the financing cash flow was negative, investing cash flow is negative, but from operations, from their core business, this is a very important line. From the core business, they have done excellently well. So if you see this, and then you come down to IndusInd Bank and ICICI Bank, they have done well. Axis is negative, negative 34. State Bank of India is very positive, cash flow, very good cash flow. Cash flow defines whether your company, your bank is going to move ahead over a period of time or not. Okay. And then we see the last one, which is the valuation scores. So fundamentally, what is the company banks doing? Fundamentally, the banks are here. The best score is 70 for HDFC Bank, IndusInd 55, ICICI 60, Axis 60. So if you take this score, the best bank looks today is HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank. The other ones, 55 already, IndusInd Bank, so not very bad, it will move. The momentum is less, you can see here, it is less. This is the individual momentums of the, and when you normalize it, then you can compare them. So momentum is nothing but the bullishness or the bearishness. So HDFC's bank is still bearish. ICICI Bank is quite okay, but this last 8-10 days it has not moved. This is based on your 1 quarter figures. Axis Bank, State Bank of India may be the best, but I am looking at the pricing point of view. State Bank of India currently is quite well priced, so ज़्यादा movement होने का अभी immediate chances नहीं है. फिर भी बोल नहीं सकते because if the banking stocks move up, this will also move up. Now after this, I will show you the. So after seeing these 10 slides, I will show you the relative charts. So let's see the HDFC Bank. So I am seeing the HDFC Bank. This blue line is the 10 days moving average, and these are my volumes. Okay, first I want to show you something. I already kept it ready. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. I'll not be able to show you. The stage Sher Khan has gone out. So once it is on, I'll show you later. Just now it is not on. Sometimes I find this Sher Khan give me a lot of problems, especially on weekends, because they are doing the back end thing. And so this is my HDFC Bank. It has started moving up. This is my drop base rally. So here I see my a good support zone for HDFC. So it has already come here once. You can see this level. If you see across the level, this level is actually the support level for HDFC. Once it has come down, second time it has come down, third time nearly their level, and this is the top level which HDFC has currently moved. And if you want to draw the supply zone, HDFC supply zone is here. So this is my supply zone of HDFC. This is my demand zone. This is the buy level. This is the sell level. So HDFC is moving in this level since a long time. You can see here same level. So as I was telling you in the beginning, the stocks will move in this range. Don't expect too much of a movement, but ये movement यहाँ होगा. When I compare this with the Nifty Bank, you can see my on the day chart. First, let us see the day chart. Here is my HDFC Bank, and here is my Nifty. So Bank Nifty से not Nifty, Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty से काफी वो low है. If I take this Nifty here also, the blue line is Nifty. So the Bank Nifty are nearly at the same position on the day chart. So HDFC has opportunity to move upwards up to these levels. On the week chart also, there's a big difference. Let's see ICICI Bank.
Viraf, sorry, what's the best level to then sell HDFC Bank right
HDFC
now?
level is at, okay, I'll show you. This is the level, but this is in percentage. So if I remove this, you'll be able to see. Yeah. So if you are getting a 1680 price, that is the best level which HDFC can go.
Okay.
This price, but it will take some kind of. This is on the week chart, so another 5-6 weeks.
Okay.
For it to
And the
move.
best buy levels?
Buy level is here, as I told you, no, support levels 1450.
Support level. Okay.
It is currently at 1574. This is my support level. The
Okay.
demand zone. Demand zone is my support. Okay. This is my supply levels, which is
Okay.
my resistance. If I take to week, it is little here. So even if you get 1659, 1660, you can remove the stocks. Start noting down these values. It is very important if you note it down so that you realize, because otherwise what happens at the time of when the stock is at that position, you will not be able to take a decision.
Right. Thank you, Viraf.
So here you can see my support zone is here. This is for ICICI Bank. So demand zone is here, ICICI Bank. Some of you have joined just now or some few minutes back. Please go through the video because it will help you to understand the fundamentals also. You can see here, there is no clear resistance level, but if I take the recent highs, so around 830 the stock can go. This is the recent target levels. If you want to see the supply zone, these are all small candles. Okay, so here it is. So this is the levels at which you can buy 736. This is the level at which you can sell 800, 805. But if you see some of the analysts and some charts are saying that ICICI can go up to 900, but currently it is facing a resistance at this level. So 796, 800 ka resistance hai up to 830. Once it crosses this barrier, it will move ahead. But to cross this barrier also, it takes a lot of time. This beyond the week chart, you can see that W beyond the week chart. So ICICI keeps on moving like this in this range. Okay, from this levels to this level. If you want to add Bank Nifty, you can see where is ICICI and the Nifty. Here is blue is my Nifty and yellow is my Bank Nifty. On the week chart, ICICI is placed very much above the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Means it is strong. Momentum point of view, it is strong. And since price considers or discounts your fundamentals also, so ICICI Bank is comparatively strong compared to what we saw in HDFC. HDFC was here. HDFC is below the 2 points. Kotak Bank. Let us see the Kotak Bank. I'll remove this first. Kotak Bank is volume point of view. It is, you can see here, the volume point of view, hardly any volume. Even it is not crossing the average. If you see on the demand and the day chart, like Tuesday, Wednesday, because of the budget, it moved up. Then Thursday, Friday, it came down. On the day chart, I see a supply here. I see a demand very low, very, very low. Okay. So if and when Kotak falls, it will go to this level. You can see the demand, even the weekly is showing the same demand. So Kotak can go up to 1784 levels. And on the day chart, even though some little bit tested it can go on the high up to 1949 levels. If we add the two indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty, the blue is the Bank Nifty, Kotak is way below that. Kotak is way below that. Kotak is moving in this line, in this range all the time. Let's say Axis. Axis Bank, way above, recently moving up. You can see the weekly demand zone is here, but there are too many candles, small basing candles. Rather, I will take the one above that because there are less number of basing candles. So here you can see at this level is the demand zone. The supply is here. So Axis Bank is nearing the supply zone. So it has to break this to go up. The maximum recent high is here. If I take the body level, the recent high is here. So you can look at the target of 830 or above that, 798 levels. Okay, during this week and the last week, there were green bars are there. If we add the Bank Nifty and Nifty, where it is. Here is my blue Nifty and the orange Bank Nifty. Axis is below, but it is facing resistance here at these levels. It is very much in the resistance zone, in the supply zone. State Bank of India, way above the Bank Nifty and Nifty. So here is the demand zone. There is a recent supply zone which has been created. Here it is. So here is the supply zone. So State Bank of India, as I mentioned you, the price has already come up to that levels. Okay. So it is already in this supply zone. If it is able to cross, we are lucky. Otherwise, if you want to exit State Bank of India, partially you can exit. You can see the red candle has also been formed on Friday. The earnings were there yesterday. It was quite good. So I don't think there is an issue on the earnings point of view. But since it is already in the resistance level, possibility is that the stock may come down. So on Monday, you can have a look at State Bank of India. The results were not bad at all. It was quite good. But many a times, the estimates के proportion में नहीं होता है, तो they go down. Or we have even seen that some of the stocks have done well, but still the prices have gone down. So here I can see this is the range and it is already in the upper level of the range. तो 535 पे वो आपको अभी है वो 530 पे है 535 is the upper range and here if you see here the upper range is 550. So it may go up to 550 levels. If it is crossing that barrier, it can go up further. But if it is not able to cross the barrier, then the stock can come down. On Friday, there was a red candle. The volume was pretty high. Wednesday, Thursday, it was a green candle. Tuesday, it was a red candle, the budget day. Okay. And if you see your Bank Nifty and Nifty, here is Bank Nifty and here is Nifty. SBI is way above the indices. Let's see IndusInd Bank. It is below. Little bit of movement has happened, but not much. But if you see on the budget day and the following day, it moved quite up. Now, what are the levels in IndusInd Bank? Let us see. Here is the level on the supply zone level. So it is already in this supply zone. One level above it can go now. So IndusInd Bank has to cross this level, which is already, it has started moving up. It can cross this level, it will reach 1000 rupees to 1040. That is the supply zone next level. और उसके बाद भी अगर ऊपर गया तो ये लेवल पे है. So you can wait for the movement of IndusInd Bank. See whether it is getting a lot of selling pressure is happening at the supply zone or at this supply zone. If it is able to cross both this 1050 mark, it will move up. Now, if you see the past support levels are here, somewhere here, once, twice, thrice. Okay, the double bottom it has already done. Earlier it was having this as the resistance. It has crossed this, made this as a supply. This is called as change in polarity. The upper level, current upper level is this. So expect the movement between these levels. You can see this supply zone, the demand zone is already tested. Here is the earlier demand zone. So there is a support which was taken here. It has been taken here once again. So it will move in this level between 890, 891, and immediately it is to cross this. So let us see how much it moves ahead, but it is getting affected by this supply zone currently. Okay. As we saw, the Nifty and the Bank Nifty were okay. The Nifty and the Bank Nifty are just it has just moved above that. On the day chart, it is still far away. On the week chart, it is up. On the day chart, it is quite far away. So definitely it has good possibilities of moving upwards, but it has to break this resistance barriers. Federal Bank on the day chart, much above. So here is my support. The upper level is somewhere here. So it is already nearing the upper level. There is, all these are small candles, so I cannot draw a good support zone. On the weekly chart, you can consider this as the support. So there is a possibility that Federal Bank will cross this because it is already in the support zone. It will cross the 102 barrier. If you want to take it at the week level, it will cross the maximum it can go is up to this level, which is the high. And this level is 98. Sorry, what is this level? This level is how much? 108 level. Okay. So यहाँ तक वो गया था और यहाँ तक वो immediately जा सकता है, but it has to cross this barrier of 103, which is a support zone. Sorry, yeah, this is a supply zone, not support zone. This is my demand. IDFC First Bank. Continuously moving in a range. The current range is this. This was, it went earlier down up to here. The volumes are, if you see red candles, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it was having green candles. There is a demand zone here. Relatively weak demand zone. And you can, let us see the weekly chart. A strong support is here. I mean, supply zone is here. So it will move between these levels. Current is 47, support is at 46, 47, near about the same level, but the maximum it can go is up to 65. Okay. Can consider this also as a supply zone, but very small candles are there. So first it has to cross this barrier. The supply zone and the demand zone are the imbalances where the financial institution investors enter the stock. So when they enter at the supply zone, they are trying to sell the stock. When then they enter at the demand zone, they are trying to buy the stock. You can see the demand zone here also. So this we'll be seeing in the program we'll be doing. Okay. I wanted to show you Punjab National Bank, where it is. There it is. Punjab National Bank. This is a stock which is the second largest public sector bank after State Bank of India. Unfortunately, since more than now 7-8 months the stock is lying in this range. Okay, it has come down very much to these levels. Nowadays it is moving in this range. Okay, so one bottom, another bottom, double bottom, trying to move up. There is a demand zone here. The supply is at this levels. A big candle is there, so the supply zone looks very big. When the supply zone becomes very big, it becomes very difficult to cross the barrier also. So it is entering the supply zone. The supply zone is lying from 43 to 48. So itna bada, and the top of the body, if you can see, it is somewhere near 44. Even if you take this, it is very difficult for this to cross this resistance. The movement is not much. If you see on the day chart also, it is hardly moving by 1 or 2 rupees. You can see the red candles here, very less volume. Currently it is at 41. Okay, so stock में कुछ अभी दम नहीं है till the time some major changes happen. Now, any particular stock you want me to see, because I want to do the other part also. Any particular stock you want me to see?
Yes, sir. Good morning. LIC Housing Finance.
L&T Housing Finance.
LIC Housing
LIC Housing Finance. Okay. One minute. Here it is, LIC Housing Finance. See, one supply zone is here, which is a very good one. So there will be good amount of resistance here and selling pressure will be here. Any other good supply zone I can see is here, a rally based drop, a doji candle also. If you want to buy the stock, this is the demand zone. So the stock will move in this range from year to year currently. So the demand is at 334 levels. So it can fall up to this level. The supply is at 420 levels. It can go up to this level. There is a resistance here. Once it goes up, it can go up to this level. So it has to cross this resistance barrier where there will be heavy selling pressure. The buying pressure will be somewhere here. If you see last week, the last 2 weeks, the candles volumes are green above the average volumes. Here also it is like Thursday, Friday it was red, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday it was green candles. So it can fall up to this level. Currently it is in the uptrend, so it can go further up. Okay. So any other stock?
Giraffe, what about Exide and Amara?
Amar Raja and Exide, they will take some more time. They are not moving, especially Amar Raja batteries. They are in trouble.
But is it worth buying for future because of the EV thing?
So basically, it is a risk when you want to buy. It is not bad. The price is good, but how much time it will take for the stock to move up You can't define that.
Okay. Then it's fine.
I'll just show you.
Okay.
I'm having both these stocks, but less numbers. Amara Raja little more, but they are not moving only. You can see here, there's a barrier here at this levels. So 180 के ऊपर जाने के लिए difficult है, और यहाँ तो ये levels पे अटक जाता है. So it went down. Once again, it started moving up. So this is the range in which it will move. Not a very good stock, so avoid it. Amara Raja batteries. Once again, it is auto stock, not doing so well. In fact, it has come down drastically. I tried to do downward averaging, and that is a mistake. Mistake because the stock is going further down. It has gone down further. I'll just see here. Here is Amara Raja. From this levels, it has gone down, and it is continuously down to this levels. So I don't think we should buy this stock till the time it is showing some upward movement. Avoid this. अभी तो बराबर नहीं दिख रहा है, लेकिन 3 महीने के बाद it can improve. They also moving into EV batteries and all. Even Exide is moving into EV batteries. So on that point of view, it is good. But this stock has remained down for more than 4 to 5 months now. Any other stock, anyone?
Thank you.
The
Mindtree,
Tata Power.
Pardon me?
Mindtree.
Mindtree. Okay. So the IT stocks. I'll take this next week, IT in a deep. You like this today's session? Giving you a little in-depth idea about the stock. अच्छा लगा कि नहीं लगा?
Yes. Definitely yes.
Honestly, no. खाली हाँ बोलने के लिए मत बोलो. Why? Because I want to know what is best I can do. Okay, here is Mindtree. Fundamentals are good, but the stock is why it is happening. Why it is happening in IT sector? The reason why Mindtree, LTI, LTTS, Tata Elxsi, they are high growth stocks. So if you see their P's, they are gone up tremendously high. Now, when a stock PE goes up, that is price to earnings per share, goes up tremendously high, see the PE of the IT sector itself at 34. Anything above 25, 30 is dangerous. Okay, when the sector itself is telling me, see here the stocks. See the valuation. LTI 49, Coforge 48, LTTS 53, Mindtree 43, PCS 37, Emphasis 42, Infosys 33, Tech Mahindra 24. Where is Wipro? Oh, Wipro was removed recently. If you want to see some other ones, Wipro, here it is Wipro 25. Wipro is one of the lowest P stock, remember this. Okay. Then any other stock you want to know? So these stocks have become very costly. 43 times the earnings per share value. It means if I'm going to get 1 rupee, I'm going to spend 43 rupees on buying that share. Price to book value, you can see if the book value is X, the price is 15X. Earnings, price to earnings growth. This looks nice for Mindtree. For others, it is little heavy. LTI is 2. Mindtree का अच्छा है value because it is near about 1. Tata Consultancy also 1. Emphasis very, very high, PG. Infosys 2, little high. Wipro 1.34. So you can see this. This tells me that the stock is already at a high level. So what happens? The market starts correcting. Two ways the PE can be corrected. One is by reducing the price. That is what is happening. Another is the denominator is increasing. That is the earnings per share will increase. So let's see the earnings per share of these stocks. Is the EPS increasing? Earnings per share. Okay, here is not my earnings. See here, basic earnings per share. LTI 126, 96, 84, 90, 101, 72. So where is my Mindtree? 90. So per share, the earning in this particular period, last 12 months, is something like 90 rupees for Mindtree, TCS 101, Emphasis. If I want to see Tata Elxsi, let us see that also. That stock is also moving like anything. So I am always having a worry on these stocks because ये बहुत ज़्यादा ऊपर जाता है ना फिर नीचे भी आ जाता है. So here is Elxsi. See here, why I wanted to sell my Elxsi shares. I sold at 7,800, some 8 numbers. The price is 7424. The target which is supposed to be is 5610. So will not Elxsi correct? Definitely it will correct. So you have to look at all these factors when you are looking at the stock. See the basic EPS of Elxsi. This is my December 2021. 24 rupees. It has increased from 18 to 24. But when I was comparing with the others, which were very high, Elxsi looks very small. The figure of Elxsi, the earnings per share. So definitely the stock has gone up too much and it needs correction and it will happen. But what happens? We are in momentum markets. The market is always right. So if you look at valuations, you will realize कि तुमको रुकना पड़ेगा, तुम्हारा शेयर ही नहीं मिलेगा. So that is Any other share you want to look at? Anything else? Anyone?
Sir, Tata Power.
Tata Power is a good stock.
Tata Power.
Yeah, I am doing it. It's a good stock. Hold it for some more time. उसमें आपको काफी advantage मिलेगा. It will double. See, when I sold at 70-90 rupees, I was looking at some gains because वो stock nearly 1 year के लिए रुका था. Then from 100 onwards, it started improving. I added little bit. So from 120, it has now become 250. Okay, the stock is moved up. Let us see some of the zones. This is the so from this levels 60, 70 last year, it moved to 90, 100, and then today it is at this level. Now, this two big candles are basically the resistance levels. And we have a demand level, demand zone here. So if you see, Tata Power is moving in this range continuously. The volumes are green, continuously green. The earnings is on 9th of February, that is on Wednesday. This week, RBI monetary, what is the P for? NPC meeting is there for the revision of your interest rates. I expect interest rates to go up by 0.25 or you can say 25 basis point. वो होने का chances बहुत ज़्यादा है. So if you see Tata Power is moving in this range, it is already up. This was a big U-shaped cup which has been formed. If I have a pencil, I can draw the U. You can see the cup formation starting from November till here. Then this is the handle and then it has started moving up. So this is the depth from here 253 to 210. 43 rupees is the depth of the cup. So it is expected to go up from here 254 to another 43 rupees, that is around 290. Tata Power should go up. This is my line, not 254, 250. From 250 to another 40 rupees, it can go up. So this is the cup. We have a pattern which is called as cup and handle. This is my cup and this is the handle. And now this is the neckline. This is my neckline. And from this neckline, it is going to go up by another 40, 43 rupees. How much? This major depth, this depth. So this depth is from 249, 250 to 211, around 40 rupees. So itna upar jayega. So expect Tata Power to go up further. Okay, 290 for sure, but it will take some time. How many months it has taken? 3 months to form this. तो आप at least 3 months to expect कीजिए. Tata Power ऊपर जाएगा and it is fundamentally good and the results will define now. You can see the whole week, whole 7-8 days, people are buying only and continuously buying, touching the average line. In between it was little less and first it was quite good. So if you want to buy Tata Power, what zone you will buy? I showed you already at this levels. 199 वो आने का chances बहुत कम है, नहीं आएगा इतना low नहीं आएगा. I don't see a good demand zone immediately near about this level. Let's see here. Here it is. ये भी तो नीचे ही है.
Sir, I want it from a selling point of view only.
Good. So around 100 you bought, 120.
No, it's I have bought it at a very low price. It's at 40.
70. Okay, 40.
So yeah,
Then Tata Power management was not doing anything. Now the manager has become very aggressive, and they are tying up with all the petrol pumps and all. HP they are already tied up. They are doing in a big way putting the charging stations all across India, and they will move fast. And Tata Power, Tata Motor, Tata Digital, Tata Chem, these are the stocks in the EV line which will move ahead. Now Tata Chem is not moving, results are not so good. That is the problem. Okay, so if you get it at this levels also around 223, it is okay. नसीब है तो मिलेगा. नहीं तो मेरे हिसाब से तो अभी वो ऊपर जाना चलेगा.
So can we?
Yeah, tell me.
So shall we not read that chart like double or triple bottom, where it can come down also? The same cup and handle.
1 minute. See, it came from down. It was rising. It went down this cup, and the handle is formed. After this, 2 big candles have come, and then it is on the way up. So आ सकता है, नहीं बोलता हूँ, लेकिन अभी chances are there if the results are good, which is day after 9th, then this change will happen in a big way. This, see, the stocks will not move up directly. ये तो काफी ऊपर पहुंचा, लेकिन यहाँ से थोड़ा ऊपर जाएगा, वापस नीचे आएगा, तुमको तुम्हारा बाय करने का चांस देगा, फिर वापस ऊपर जाएगा, and that is how it will move from 242 levels somewhere here to another 40 points up. Okay, so this
because
is
I checked it in the Bollinger also. Bollinger also, it was showing the higher band only.
1 minute. Bollinger, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not allowing me. I'll have to remove something. See here, this is my 20, 50 and 200. So 20 is above 50. That is means a golden crossover. 20 simple moving average, the blue line is above green. Means the uptrend has started. If you want to see the RSI and ADX, here it is below. ADX is showing me little weakness. RSI is showing me about the 50 levels. Means it is nearing about 65 levels. Okay. ADX, once it crosses the 25 level,
So,
it will move down. If I remove this ADX,
So RSI is showing weakness.
RSI is showing around 65 level. Above 50 up to 70 is a good thing. Above 70 it is in the overbought zone. So currently it is good. It is
Okay,
rising. Okay, the graph is also moving upwards. If I remove this and I add this Bollinger Band, something of your fundamentals I'm doing, I mean technicals I'm doing. So because some of you already there earlier. Here is the Bollinger Band, you can see here. It is moving on the upper level of the Bollinger Band. नीचे आया, ऊपर गया, Bollinger Band का upper band पे है. Once again it will move little up or it may ride some point up, and then it will come to this middle level as it goes up, and then it will go up. You can see this, it has moved at the middle level, gone up, once again came to the middle zone of the Bollinger Band, and once again went up. So this is the continuous pattern of this stock. You should always look at
Okay,
the pattern of the stock also, how it is moving. Okay, middle जाता है, ऊपर जाता है, middle जाता है, ऊपर जाता है, तो वैसा वो करते रहेगा, and ऊपर still it is on the move up. You can see it is continuously moving upwards. थोड़ा pullbacks होता है, correction होता है, लेकिन it is moving upwards. Okay, let me start with this presentation because वो भी एक काफी अच्छा part है. I will just take a 2 minutes rest and I will stop this recording and then start with the other recording, so that I can put it. So I'm stopping.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Wait for the next session also, you will get good idea. I'm taking a lot of pains. Actually, it is part of my course material. So let me start. I'm sharing the screen.